Hey, what's up, you guys? Thank y'all for thumbing it up. Thank y'all. I'm going to the grocery store to get me something to cook for my stream and everything. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna get me, but give me something. I haven't got my check in the mail that I was supposed to get. But my mentor is calling my rep payee to find out what the heck is going on. So supposed to receive that today, but so I could get more groceries and stuff. But get, but I'll probably receive that tomorrow. But anyways, it's a beautiful day. It is cold outside. Don't get me wrong, it's cold. It's cold, but it's not as bad as it is with the sun being up and everything. For people watching, one thumbs up. Way to go, you guys. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for being a part of Byron's world, Byron's channel. Much respect to everybody that came in and is watching right now. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, partner? I'm just live streaming on YouTube. See, it's like 4 people watching.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
I'm a blogger.
Upinthehouserecords
TV. Check out my channel, huh?
You got sugar on you?
Oh, no. I don't have one on me. But if I had one later, I would definitely hit you up with one, huh?
About a buck?
Yeah, later. I would, right now I'm going to the store.
I'm going to come up and talk with you earlier.
Okay, come by a little bit later.
But we'll be a good time.
Have you, let me see, what time is it? It's probably around 5, you know?
Okay, what time is it now?
It's like almost 3. So about 2 hours.
A couple hours.
All right, man.
I need a cigarette.
Yeah, I don't have one right now, but later I will. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, I see that. So, you know, yeah, he always asked me for cigarette, but he said that he's gonna give me $1. So, hey, give me $1 for a cigarette, I will. But I normally smoke cigars. I don't really smoke cigarettes as much because cigarettes is expensive. Too expensive but if he said he's gonna give me $1 for it, you know, because cigarettes is not cheap, you know. So if he said he's gonna give me $1, then definitely I will give him one. You know, because you know, but I hope he gives me $1 though whenever I give him one, because I'm not gonna give him one for free. You know, yeah, because it costs money cigarettes and cigars cost money, you know, so I gotta charge people, you know. And if somebody wants a cigarette, they give me like 50 cents or maybe like 75 cents or something like that, because it ain't cheap. Don't got money, yeah, exactly. And really, you know, I ask people for cigarettes every once in a while, but I normally have my own cigarettes to smoke, you know. That's why people need to, you know, he should donate if he wants some cigarettes, you know. He gets a retirement check and everything, but he says after he pays all his bills, he don't have that much left. But, you know, I didn't mean to put his business out there, but he told me his business, so, you know. 6 people watching. Yeah. You know, he can donate plasma, you know, and he can get some cigarettes and stuff. Get extra money. Yeah. Yeah, you know, if I can help people, I will, but if I can't, then I can't, you know. And just because I have $5 doesn't mean that I might need it myself, you know. Doesn't mean I have $5 to give away, you know. Unless, you know, I'm getting something out of it. In which me personally, I don't expect nothing from nobody, but I feel like you have to, in order to, if you're giving somebody stuff, then they basically should give back, you know. That's just like if somebody gave me $10 and then I didn't give them nothing, you know, or I didn't pay them back or nothing like that. That'll be, you know, wrong. That'll be using them, taking advantage of them. You shouldn't do that, you know. So that's why I don't ask people for money all the time, you know, because, you know, hey, people need to learn how to stretch their dollars out, you know, and everything. Because if they don't, then they're gonna run out of cigarettes, run out of food, and because after I get done buying everything like groceries, cigars, pop, and all the other stuff, I'd be lucky to have like $5 or $10 in my pocket, you know. But lately I've been pretty much going through hard times myself, you know. And I understand. Yeah, I understand that people are going through hard times as well, but people gotta understand, though, you know, I can't just be giving people cigarettes like that, you know, whenever they don't even, they just want to just bomb and demand, I need a cigarette, man. Give me a cigarette, man. You know, I can see if You know, if they were doing something forward or something like that, that'd be different. Or they were offering some change for a cigarette instead of just begging, you know, and demanding, I need a cigarette. Every time he sees me, he always asks for a cigarette. That's all he wants. Yeah, it's a hustle. It's their hustle that they have, you know. Hello, how you doing? It's their hustle that they have every day. They want something. But that guy, he only wants a cigarette, that's all. But he don't ask me for like money or something like that. He just asked me for a cigarette. You know, some people around here, they ask you for money. You know, like, can you give me a couple of dollars? Can you loan me $5? I'll pay you back. And they never pay you back. And they never, they want to just bum off of you whenever you are doing just as bad as they are. You know? And I feel like people should understand that just because you got something doesn't mean you can just give away stuff. I gotta mute this because they're gonna play Mexican music, and I don't want my content to get blocked. Okay, mute this like 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, but y'all still gonna see me walking around and everything. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to mute it because of the Mexican music. Praying for my ex. Yeah, my ex will be okay. You know. Yeah. My ex will be okay. But yeah, everything was $26 because I needed food, you know. Food is more important than anything else, you know. At that time. That's why I got food in the store and stuff. It's more important. Yeah. You know? Oh, liquor? Yeah. I was early. Yeah, I showed the liquor, but I'm not really a drinker. I'm more like a social drinker. Only drink whenever I'm celebrating something. So, you don't catch me drinking that much on anything except for Dr. Pepper or Kool-Aid or maybe even water whenever I want to, you know. Whenever I feel like drinking water. But man, these groceries are heavy. And I always pay your bills and buy food. Buy what you need to buy before you spend your money on anything else. Because food and bills are the most important thing for anybody, really. Not just me. But taking a break from my arm is killing me. Yep, I do. I needed like one of those, you know, those people that be carrying around those shopping things, those shopping cart things. You know, so I wouldn't have to carry these groceries like this, you know. So yeah, I do. Cause it take a strain on my arms and stuff. But I'd rather buy from a grocery store than buy always from a dollar store. Cause grocery store you get more stuff for the price that I'll be paying at the dollar store. I can get more stuff from the grocery store. Dollar store is just for like snacks and, you know, maybe pop or something like that. And stuff. But yeah, those eggs are in good hands. Oh, you did? I remember back in the day, my mom, when her vehicle broke down for months, and she had to walk and pack groceries and stuff, you know, and I had to help her and everything. And whenever I was like little and stuff, because one time her car broke down. Hey, what's up? Her car broke down for months, and she couldn't get it fixed for months, so she had to catch the bus, catch the taxi to go to work every day. My mom worked 2 jobs, took care of 5 kids, working 2 jobs. So, but she had a car. It was broken down a lot, you know, because she had one of those old school cars that had a lot of transmission problems and everything, and so she had to do what she had to do when her car was broken down, you know. And sometimes, you know, the bus and the taxis, and they come in handy when your car is broken down, or whenever you don't got no ride at the moment. You know, those Ubers, because back then we didn't have Ubers. Kind of wish we would have did, because it would have been a lot much convenient. But back then we didn't have all that. We only had taxis, buses, or we had to either have a car or get a ride from the neighbor. You know, that was our 3 options. But now, these days, you have like a lot of options. You know, if you don't have a vehicle. But back then it was known that a lot of people didn't drive, and the people that did drive would give other people that didn't have a vehicle that was less fortunate a ride, you know. And but nowadays most people have cars, or they can't drive because maybe they got their license taken away. And they don't have no other choice, and they don't want to drive without a license, suspend their license. Because my mom did that one time when she was in her 20s, and she got pulled over by a cop in the suburbs. My mom was in the suburbs, driving in the suburbs, in a really nice neighborhood too. And her taillight was out, and then she didn't have no, this was when she was like 25, I think, 20, maybe 27, something like that. No, maybe like 28, 29, close to her 30s. And she was driving in the suburbs, and next thing you know, the cop seen her taillight out, and she didn't have no license or nothing like that. And so we had to go with it. My uncle was in a car. My uncle, he was, I think, trying to think how old he was. I was like about 8 or 9. And my uncle was like, I think 17. My uncle was like 17 years old, 16 years old, I think. And so we had to go where my mom had got her car towed and went to jail just for driving with no license. We had to go to Miami's house, and Miami and stuff like that. And so my Amy bailed my mom out the next night, and that was one of my mom's first time being in jail, in the county jail. Because my mom, she was a good mom. She just made some mistakes when she was younger, like any other person out there. She's but yeah, it was crazy back then. But she was a good mom though. She tried, She tried, She didn't give up on us, no matter how difficult we were as kids, She tried, and she tried her best to raise us. 5 kids, it was hard, but she was not no bad mom at all. She was just a mom that made mistakes like everybody, any other mom. She was one of those kind of moms that did not like a lot of disrespect. Because whenever we used to disrespect people like elders and older folks, she used to whoop our butts she used to whoop our behinds for disrespecting people. And my mom taught me respect. But my mom also taught me to stick up for myself and defend myself and stick up for what's right when somebody is mistreating me or doing me wrong, or when I feel injustice going happen. So, and it's funny how some people say, oh, this person's mom didn't raise them right, but what they fail to realize is I turned out better than most kids on my block. Because a lot of kids on my block, it was in and out of juvie, and I only been in juvie only one time, and I didn't mind, just like my Lord has said, I wasn't even supposed to be there in the first place, because I was not really a bad kid, I was just hanging around with the wrong crowd, and so I got caught up. And when you hang around with the wrong crowd, of course, that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was not no thug or anything like that. I was just hanging out with the wrong people. And got caught up, did what I did, but I ain't bragging, because, hey, it's not something to really brag about, but I can tell you one thing, is I can look back and understand, that I'm just only human, and I'm not a bad person at all. People look at stuff that people do, and they define people just because someone's making a mistake in their life, they define them as bad people, but that's not the case at all. Because if that's the case, anybody that ever did anything bad in their life is a bad person, right? That's not a true fact, because we did all fracture the law. We did all did things that wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? But people should not come to a quick judgment and thinking they having a perfect life themselves, like they never broken the law or lied or did something that they weren't supposed to do. And not only once, but they probably did it hundreds of times, you know? The only difference is they probably never got caught doing it. So that's why they never had to, go to juvie or go to jail or anything. And so that's why they never had to do any time for their wrongdoings, because they never got caught, or they got lucky as a kid, or they got lucky as a young adult, because maybe the reason why they got lucky, because maybe due to a lack of evidence or something like that, maybe they didn't have enough evidence to really put them in a population, in the system. And so that's why they never really had any record of doing anything wrong, because some people, the reason why they got caught, because they either got snitched on, or they weren't careful whenever they went out there and did dirt. They wasn't careful. People that never got caught doing dirt were probably careful when it came to them doing their thug dizzle, them doing their the criminal activity. Like Donald Trump, he did a lot of crooked stuff, a lot of criminal stuff, but yet nobody is never going to look at it like that, because they only look at it when somebody, gets arrested. They assume that if somebody gets arrested, they're automatically a bad person, even if it's something that's not even if it's something that they should never been arrested for in the first place. And that's a known fact, because I know some people that I used to grow up with that they did some things that they weren't supposed to, but not nothing like major or nothing to be concerned about. But they were caught up and doing it, and so that's why they was able. That's why they, had to do the time. Some people that never had to do time for doing things because they never been caught doing something. So that's the reason why we assume that anybody that never been caught doing anything wrong when it comes to the law, we assume they are good people, but that's not the case at all. Because it's a lot of people that never been in jail or never been in juvie, and they are bad people, you know? Because some people are really good at getting away with things, you know? And so that's why some of them never get caught, and some of them never have to be responsible for their wrongdoings, because if you ain't never been caught doing something wrong, then of course, you know, people are not gonna look at it like, okay, you know. They're gonna look at it like, well, you know, you was never caught, so yeah. Pass that man again. No, he's gonna come by at 5, and he as long as he gives me the dollar to give him the cigar, then I will. But if he doesn't give it to me, then I'm not gonna give him nothing. But he's a neighbor, you know. He's one of my neighbors, so I see him every day, and so he's all right, man. You know, he's not a bad man at all. He's just so needy. That's all that is. That's the only thing about him, is he's very needy, you know. But other than that, you know, he's a good person. He's good people, you know. You know, but sometimes you even got to watch out for those people that act like they're good people too as well, because you never know, because they might turn into monsters, you know, when you make them mad. But yeah, it's you know, it's depending on, you gotta be careful with everybody, not just people that go and ask you for money or ask you for cigarettes, or you gotta be careful with all of them, because you never know. Never know. You know? Just never know. So, but anyways, how's everybody's day today? Everybody having a good day today? The eggs is okay, you know, because I made sure of that when I was walking and stuff. But yes, I do need to get like a cart thing, and so that way I won't have to carry it by hand or nothing like that. Okay. Nice, nice. So, are you working on recording a song, or are you just working on writing a song? Is it like is it like a hip hop song or a R&B song, a singing song? 'Cause I can definitely help you get it market the song and everything, and help you help you get the song out there and stuff. You know, but oh wow, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Have you gave it a name? Have you gave it a title, a song title, or anything? Is it you just singing on video, or is it an audio recording of the song, or what? Okay, yeah, just if you have to send me anything, a song or anything, just email me at byro29@gmail.com. BYRO29@gmail.com. And you can send songs through there, and I can market, I can help you market the song and everything. Pete. Cucumbers. What do you need some cucumbers for? What do you need cucumbers for? Are you just trying to be funny? Oh, she was bored, yeah, for the usual. I see now. That is funny. How old is your girlfriend, Pete? Oh, I guess you was a troll. That's probably what you was. You was just trolling. You don't got no girlfriend. If you did have a girlfriend, you wouldn't be trolling. You wouldn't be talking about nothing about cucumbers. Yeah, I'm. As soon as I get my other check, my monthly check, then I'm going to do a mukbang tomorrow. I was gonna do one today, but I didn't get the check in the mail yet. So, but whenever I do, and plus I'm gonna get my share owner's check too from Target, you know, stuff like that. So I'm probably get that Monday, probably, because I get it every 15 of the month, every 2 months and stuff. So no, not necessarily a record deal, just like just to put it out there, just to promote it and market it and everything. You know, and you can keep all the royalties, 100% of the royalties and all the sales and stuff. I just want to help you get it out there, you know? Get it out there to the right places. Yeah, because I feel like any artist that's that's putting out new music, I feel like their voice should be heard. You know. I feel like they have a right for their voice, their talent to be out there and to the people and stuff. Any artist that's making music, any good artist that's making music should get their voice heard out there. You gonna upload on your channel? Oh, okay. Well, I can, you can send it to me and I can share it to people and stuff like that. And get people to listen to it and then they get their people to listen to it and then it might, who knows, it might be a big hit. But it don't necessarily gotta be a record deal. It's just a promotion, that's all. Just to get more people to listen to it. Because I'm positive that you have a really beautiful voice. But I never heard you sing before, but I'm sure I got confidence that you have a really good voice. I can just tell. Like Stevie Nicks, yeah? Yeah, like Stevie Nicks. Yeah. Today's been one of those cold days, Happy Thursday, everybody. Been a very, like it's been sunny, but it's been cold too. Oh, you sound, yeah, I bet. That's the reason why I want to put your voice out there, put your talent out there. And I want to listen to it and everything. I can't wait to listen to it. I heard of her, but I don't know of her. You know? Take this down. There's a lot of artists I heard of. I just don't know them. Like, I don't know their music, but I heard of them before. Oh, you do? Uh, yeah, somebody tried to falsely flag one of my artists is down. One of my old artists is Madison. One of her singles, but We appealed it, and YouTube said nothing was wrong with it. People need to stop trying to stop someone's hustle. And they did it like 4 days ago, and we got that email, and we appealed it, and we won. We always appeal things and win, 99% of the time. So, and I only flag someone's. If I flag someone's video down, it's for a reason. It's a good reason. It's not just to be hateful or mean or be a hater or be malicious or anything like that. But somebody tried to flag one of my artists, my old artist is Madison, songs down, and we appealed it and we won. Because YouTube knows that, we ain't doing nothing wrong. We just doing music and promoting it, and we've been doing it ever since 2009. So, you know, people need to stop doing stupid stuff because it's gonna catch up on to them one day. It's gonna bite them in the butt. Because what people don't understand whenever they false flag people's videos down, YouTube, in order for the video to get taken down, YouTube has to agree 100%. But if YouTube doesn't agree 100%, the video is not going to be taken down, no matter what somebody else thinks or feels. But they need to stop all that false flagging crap. I think YouTube should have a penalty for people that false flag people's videos and stuff down. They should have a big penalty. They should ban them from YouTube. And I know this one YouTuber had that problem, and one time he had someone flag his channel down 10 times, and then he appealed it and he won it, and YouTube found no wrongdoing. Oh yeah? Can I speak with that accent? Oh really? You want me? Yo, yo, yo. Oh really? I'll tell you what to write. Okay. Okay, tell me what should I write to him. And I will do it. Well, I'm not necessarily friends with Stacy, but we are civil. Let's put it like this. Me and Stacy are not friends, but we are cool with each other, you know? Okay. I'm gonna have to remember that. I'm gonna have to screenshot it so I can remember it. So that way I can remember what to write down and everything. Yeah, yeah, straight up. Yeah. Speaking of gym, we got a gym over here. I haven't tried it out, but me and my mentor was supposed to go and exercise, but she's been dealing with a lot of stuff, a lot of family issues. What about Stephanie? You know, I don't got no problem with Stephanie. Any problem I had with Stephanie back then, it was a lot of it was a misunderstanding on my part, or some of it was on her part. So okay, alrighty, I got you, got you. Well, I can try, but if not, then let bygones be bygones and move on and stuff. I'm not gonna cry over it or nothing like that. I'm just stay positive and just take day by day and see where it goes from there. You know, uh, but you know, but I'm not. I'm cool with Stephanie and cool with Stacy, but we're not like friends where we talk on the phone every day or something like that. But I'm cool with her. If she's cool with me, I'm cool with her. I'm cool with anybody that's cool with me. No matter what issues that we didn't have with each other, if you decide to cause truce and you decide to be civil with me, I'll be civil with you. And that's just how I am. That's how I've always been. Anytime I have a problem with someone and they decide, hey, look, we need to put our differences to the side and just like be civil with each other. But we don't necessarily gotta be friends, but we can be civil and respectful to one another. Like I don't talk bad about you, you don't talk bad about me, and we just live our lives, because that's what it's all about, living your life. This YouTube thing is just, something that's just going to be around for like 5 to 10 years, but it's not going to be there. It's not lifetime guaranteed. So uh, we do what we can and we try to respect each other and stuff. Okay, alrighty, flat. Alrighty. 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 I would try to do what I can do, what I can do, what I'm capable of. But anyways, yeah, I'm friends with anybody that wants to be friends with me. Even if you don't want to be friends with me, you just want to be cool with me, you want to swatch things, then I'm cool with that too. But I'm not going to make you be my friend or dissuade you into being my friend. But I do want to be civil with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's the God honest truth. I don't want to fight with people that are good people. And Stephanie is a good person. We just have our differences and our disagreements and stuff. And Stacy is definitely a really great person too. And we have our ups and downs and things that we probably don't like about each other. Like what we say. Some things I don't like about what Stacy say. Some things that she don't like about what I say. But all we could do is leave the past behind us and just focus on much bigger and important things instead of just like dragging each other down and stuff. Because dragging down, it's not going to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Because YouTube is YouTube and real life is real life. So we can't really like, you know, we can't really like go, we can't really go around with our lives, you know, continuing this and thinking it's gonna be a positive outcome in when it's not, because you can say somebody's doing this, somebody's doing that, or somebody's saying that, but that's not going to change anything that happened before, and that's not going to make anything better. And the best thing to do is watch stuff and stay civil with each other. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you have disagreements with somebody, if you don't like what somebody is saying or how they're saying it, just call them up, just message them and be like, hey, look, man, or hey, look, woman, I didn't like what you said. If you're gonna have a debate with somebody, another person, just have a debate offline. Don't bring everything on a video. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what we both did. You know what I'm saying? I did it, she did it, and that's when all of this blew out right in the air the way it did. But she made mistakes, I made mistakes, I made mistakes. So I'm admitting to any mistakes I made, and we all do things that people don't like, but we can't bring each other down just because we are human and just because we make mistakes. 'Cause if that's the case, then any time we hear something on the news, somebody's doing this, or saying this, then we would be all up on it all the time, and we won't have a chance to get to know that person or to live our lives or to, be adults about it. Because you can be civil and not be friends with somebody. You can be civil with somebody. You can decide, okay, I'm going to be civil, let bygones be bygones. We don't have to be friends. We don't have to hang out. We don't have to talk on the phone or message each other. We can just be cool with each other. And if that's what the way you want it to be, then hey, so be it. But don't drag each other down and say, you doing this. He did this 10 months ago. He did that 6 months ago. And because if everybody did that, then everybody couldn't live their lives. You know what I'm saying? And the most important thing to do is live your life, because we done all did something in the past or recently that might not be a popularity, that might not be right, but all we can do is move forward and not dwell on what we did wrong. Just focus on what we are doing today and focus on positive stuff. Be positive and be mindful to each other instead of just like, oh well, he said this, he said that. Now that sounds like a bunch of gibberish grade school stuff. That's what they used to do in elementary. Since we are all adults and we're not in school anymore, we can be civil, and we can pretty much just move on and just like try to reason with each other, both of us, not just one. It's not just a one thing. It's not just a one-sided thing. It's everybody, that's involved, that was involved, could just like, hey, look, man, I don't like what you're doing. I don't like what you said to me. I don't like how you treated me. But hey, I'm going to be civil with you. Move on, move forward, try to learn from our mistakes that we made in the past, and just, live our lives. Because whenever we are dwelling on stuff and we are bringing up stuff that happened last year, or we are dwelling on stuff that happened 2 years ago or 5 years ago, we're not living our lives. We're not living our best lives. And people always ask me, "Are you living your best life?" And I say, "Nah, not really. I'm admit, dealing with this stuff. Uh, I'm admit that I wouldn't live in my best life. You know what I'm saying? But if I was living my best life, then I would be much happier and much what is called humble. You know what I'm saying? And I can't change what happened last month or what happened a week ago or what happened 5 days ago. But I can change today. I can change today to make the future better for myself and for people that I care about. You know what I'm saying? Because people that I care about is so important. You know what I'm saying? But what went on a year ago or 2 years ago, it is gone in the wind. And people can keep talking about it, but it's not going to go nowhere, though. It's not going to do any good. It's just going to make things worse. And I learned that you can leave the past behind and be prepared to the future. Be prepared for the future. And that's what everybody should do, because it's the right thing to do. Dwelling and bringing up stuff every day, it's not going to do any good. You know what I'm saying? Because you can always bring up what people said or did, but what about, did they say it today? Did they say it yesterday? Did they say it today? 2 days ago? Did they do it 2 days ago? No. Did they do it last week? No. Especially when it's something that happened six to 8 months ago. It's gone. You know what I'm saying? We can't change nothing. So let's get this channel in a positive note instead of bringing each other down and focusing on the negatives. Let's focus on the positives. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the most important thing to do. Yeah, I remember when a lot of people's. I remember about a couple of years ago. Uh, I remember a couple of years ago when I started being friends with a lot of the girls. We used to have fun. We used to share things with each other. We used to always laugh and crack up. We used to always crack jokes. We used to always deal with stupid trolls, and we used to always, do panels together. Everything was great for a year, and then after that, it just went down the drain. Kind of like when things are going the best, and then something happens that really shouldn't happen, then that's kind of what I mean, going down the drain. Things have went down the drain, and it's not just one person. It's several people. You know what I'm saying? So, but I tell you one thing is I just want to move on and be civil with everybody, and let this year be a good year, and focus on much bigger stuff, bigger problems. Like climate change, Donald Trump, who we gonna elect to be president, sports, music, art, family, outdoor stuff, nature, stuff that will keep you going, stuff that's positive, not nothing like, she did this, he did that stuff. We don't need to focus on that anymore. That's gone. And that's just like gone down the drain. So, because when you focus on negative, you got to ask yourself, what are you trying to accomplish focusing on negative stuff? Are you trying to resolve anything? Are you trying to come up with solutions? No. When you focus on negativity every day, all you're doing is making things worse and worse and worse. Because you respond, then I respond, then you respond again, then I respond again, and it goes on and on and on, and then something else happens, and then we have another issue that we have to take care of, So we really don't want that, you know what I mean? And keep in mind, just because we have problems does not define us, does not say that we are bad people. I'm a good person. Stacy is a good person. Stephanie is a good person. The only difference is we just have differences and disagreements and misunderstanding. And friends have that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Just look at what's going on in the real world. People fighting over crumbs, fighting over money, fighting over chicks. Every day is happening outside of the world. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that just happens every once in a while or twice a year or anything. It's happening every day. So we got better stuff to focus on than something that's just not important anymore, on the internet. Because the internet, don't let the internet define you. Don't let the internet go over your head, It's completed and I'm still hearing, yep. Okay. Don't ever let the internet define who you are. Don't take this internet thing so seriously, Because when you do that, then you don't get nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Last night, some people came in nameless stream and trolled him, and everyone in there needs to stop. Yeah, it does. And people been coming on right in my chat trolling me too, but it's not as much as they've been doing him. I noticed that he's been getting a whole lot of trolls, a whole lot of people messing with him. And he's a good man, People need to just leave him alone. He's a good man, Never had a problem with Wayne. And, ever since I've known him, I think it's been like 3 weeks now, never had a problem with him. And I have brought people to his channel, and that's why he's getting a little bit of following and everything. Hey, what's up, Rebecca? But I think that he don't deserve that at all. Even if, what we have been through on my channel, you know, even if what we have been through on my channel was pretty bad, still he doesn't deserve all that mistreatment and all that trolling and, you know, because, you know, he's a pretty simple guy, you know, pretty easy, outgoing, nice guy. He doesn't, you know, curse or he doesn't, you know, threaten nobody or nothing like that. What's good? Not much. Not much. Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't let it, you shouldn't tolerate it at all. Oh, you on break, Rebecca? That's good. It's always good to have a break between working and stuff. You know, need one every once in a while. Ready to go home? I don't blame you. You work way too much, but I understand that you have to. But still, I feel like you deserve a break. You know, and I wouldn't blame you. I would be ready to go home too, especially working all day. Not much, Ray. What's good with you, Ray? You know, because sometimes it can be, you know, but you do your best, you know. It's, it's a good stream. We keep it that way. And I'm letting you know I will do it here, you know. That's good. That's good. You know, that's good because we don't need all that BS going on. We don't need people coming in here trying to crash the chat and trying to make everybody unhappy or uncomfortable or anything. You know, we just need a positive chat and chilling, having fun, laughing. You know, like it was 2 years ago. Yeah, praise the guy. Yep. Cause we don't need all that crazy stuff, that gives us a headache, Go back to work tomorrow. Oh, you're going back to work tomorrow. Oh, I see. After taking a leave, family went home. I'm sad for that, but I'm okay. Okay, yeah. Inspiring. Yeah, we just need good people in the chat and good people to, to hang out with and everything will be okay. Well, we don't need nobody being angry or upset or uncomfortable or feeling like they can't come in the chat and, talk or feeling like they don't belong or because everybody belongs in my chat long as there's no trolls or bullies or bad people in here. That's all what matters. And my moderators will take care of the bad people that come in here, straight up. Time them out, give them a 3 or 4 times out. And then after that, if they act up again, after those 3 or 4 times, ban them. And then if they come back with a different account and doing the same thing, ban them. Just keep banning them, keep timing them out. And if they come in here and say something really, really messed up and really, really threatened, then you report them to YouTube. And I'm sure if multiple people report them, then they might stop. But report their channel. Don't report their comment. Just report their channel. And just report it as bullying and harassment, Because that's basically, what they doing whenever they come in here and try to start stuff with us. Whenever it's no problems, there's nothing going on, you know what I'm saying? And there should be no problems. It should be peace and quiet. Yeah, you know, I'll let y'all make the rules, but I would tell y'all one thing is uh, be, be fair with them, But if they're just like coming in here having a bad day, I can see, but don't let them get the best of us, because they always try to test us and try to get on our skins, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not coming in here and trying to help the situation. They're coming in here and trying to make the situation as worse as it as it shouldn't be, So whenever I go to people's chats, even no matter what's going on, no matter what they're doing, I always come in with a respectful comment and respectful message, because I don't know what they're going through off camera, or what they have been through, or what they thinking, or whatever. So that's why I always try to be courtesy of others when I go into their chats. I don't go into their chats and, oh, you did this and you said that and this and this and that. Nah, like, I try to be mature about everything, because that's the right thing to do. That is what you have to do. Because it, because it, Because if you are not doing the right thing, then you're doing the wrong thing. You're either doing the right thing or you're doing the wrong thing. And the right thing is, when you come into someone's chat, have respect. You can have your freedom of speech and your opinions, but don't be mean, or be don't belittle people, or don't put people down, or don't make people feel like they're trash, or they're bad people whenever they're not. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I say, Don't make people feel like they're criminals whenever they just giving their opinion, talking, chilling, smoking a cigar, drinking Dr. Pepper. They're not doing anything for you to really complain about. You know what I'm saying? And just and even if they were doing things, don't nitpick everything that someone does. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate the nitpickers and the cherry pickers and the people that like to pick and choose. Like, oh well, this person's doing this person's saying this person is bad person. When really in reality they're not a bad person. They just have problems, like everybody else, So just, make people happy. Don't, make them unhappy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Calling Shannon racist. Well, the thing about that, people have been coming into my chat earlier when I was live earlier, and was saying that, you know, we all have our own opinions, but people have been coming in the chat saying that Shannon was the KKK, and somebody, Stephanie Darby, had made a video, proving that. So But I'm not going to bash her. I'm not going to slander her, nothing like that. I'm just telling you what people have been telling me. Yeah, yeah, I kind of figured. And how do they know if Shannon has any black in her? You know what I'm saying? They never thought about that because she's Native American and she's white, and she don't even know that if she has any black in her. You know what I'm saying? But I can say that people have been telling me a lot of things about her. Yeah, well, people have their opinions. Some people think I'm gay, which I'm not. Some people think I'm this, which I'm not. Some people think I'm that. People have their own opinions, but if they overreact on it, then definitely you gotta time them out. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. I don't really, I never really said Shannon was racist or not like that, but it's questionable because a lot of people, Stephanie D, have any of y'all watched Stephanie D's video about her talking about Shannon being the KKK and because Rebecca, the other girl, Rebecca Teal, she had had some conversations with Shannon, and so Rebecca shared those DMs to Stephanie, and Stephanie shared it on video. In you basically can see the conversation going on. What Shannon is saying. I mean, sorry about that. What Shannon is saying and what Rebecca is saying. So it has been proven that Shannon is questionable. But I never said that she was with the KKK. I just said that her what she has been saying is very questionable because even the big YouTubers have spoke about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just one person that's saying stuff about it. But I feel like, the best solution is just to tell those people that, hey, look, she's not racist. She has some problems, but she's not racist. But if you think that she's racist, that's your opinion. Keep your keep your mean comments to yourself. If you don't, then I'm gonna have to time you out. Uh, and but me personally, I just been hearing a lot of things about that. You know what I'm saying? People been coming in my chat, saying stuff about it, and Stephanie didn't say something about it. Stacy didn't say something about it. Stewie didn't talk about it. A lot of people have been talking about Shannon being with the KKK. And me, it's not a debate with me because whether she is or not, it don't really bother me. But I know one thing is I think that I can't be friends with her no more because of certain reasons. And that's why I blocked her from a lot of social media uh, and everything. Because if I was still friends with her, then me and Stacy would be still fighting at this moment. And me and Stephanie would be still fighting at this moment. So certain people I gotta take out of my life just to resolve certain issues, you know. But I don't think that she's racist. I just know that people have been telling me a lot of stuff about Shannon. You know, about the fake baby. You know, Stephanie even proven it on her video. Just go look at her video. It's not just me. Stephanie then talked about it. You know, and Stephanie and Stacy was the one that brought it to our attention, and that's how we know about it. But I'm not debating whether Shannon is racist or with the KKK, and even if she was, don't it don't really bother me. You know, there's some people around here that are kind of like that. You know, but I don't really concur less about that. But it's not a big issue to me. But I can understand why some people would be questionable about it and why some people would be concerned because once before me and Shannon was best friends, sort of, but she was pretending to date me, but we weren't really dating. But she was pretending to date me just to upset Stacy. And I'm not the only one that's saying it. Stacy has said it, others have said it, Rebecca has said it, Stephanie has said it, everybody else has said it. So if you're gonna get mad at me, you should get mad at everybody else too as well. But I think Stacy is honest. She's very honest. So I don't think Stacy would have just been saying that about Shannon just to be saying that. You know what I'm saying? But, I'm not going to change nobody's minds or anything like that. But I'm just telling you what people have told me. Even the people, even the people that you think that are, that are really closest to Shannon, they have told me things too. So it's not just one person saying it all. It's a lot of people. It's just like if somebody said I was gay and one person went around and said I was gay, which I'm not. 99% of y'all know I'm not. But one person made a lie, started up a lie and said I was gay. And 20 other people in the person's chat believed it without even thinking like, wait a minute, nah, he ain't gay. Or without even defending me saying, no, he's not like that, no. Then sometimes you would understand the frustration that I would have with that because I don't like people accusing me of being something that I'm not and something they already know I'm not. You know what I'm saying? That's just like somebody calling me a murderer, which I'm not, but somebody starting up a lie saying that I'm a murderer and then other people believing it without no evidence or without me, like my side of the story. You know what I'm saying? Without even thinking, you know what I'm saying? Because even the haters know that I'm not that of a bad person at all. You know what I'm saying? They know that, they know all I do is stream, do mukbangs, do political videos, do music. I don't do anything that can harm others. I don't really talk about stuff that's harmful to others. I don't really like curse a lot. I curse every once in a while, but I don't really do all that cursing. Like every sentence I gotta say a cuss word. Nah. And the haters know that, and the trolls know that too. So when people say people are something that they're not, then I can understand why some people that's been accused of something that they didn't do or something that they're not, I can understand the frustration and how they feel, and I don't blame them for getting mad, but I keep it real. And if I think someone is something, I will give you a reason why I think that. I won't just say, oh, well, this person is this, person is that. You know what I'm saying? I would give you a reason why I think that, and I would explain to you why I think that. But really, I don't really think no one is racist. I don't really think no one is racist on here that I know of, that I have talked to. So I'm not tripping. But I know people have the right to have their own opinions. I can't just get mad at them just because they think a certain way or they feel a certain way. Because if I get mad at somebody just because somebody said, oh, this person, you know, is this person is that. But I respect someone else's opinion because it's not just one person saying that, Dragon. It's a lot of people are saying that she's racist. And the reason why I know about it because a few YouTubers brought it to my attention. And if you watch Stephanie's video, Stephanie D, just look up Stephanie D with the dot, then you will see what I'm talking about. Well, it was all on Stacy's video. Somebody brought it to Stacy's attention. It was something that happened 2 weeks ago on Stacy's one of Stacy's videos. And so people were coming in my chat saying that I was gay, but you wouldn't hear them whenever they were doing all that. So that's why you didn't know nothing about it. But people were saying that though. You can even ask Michael D. You can even ask a few other people too. Even Flower Child saw it too. So people were saying that, but you wouldn't hear them whenever they were saying that, calling me gay and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't around, you know? So that's the reason why you don't know nothing about it. I had trolls coming in here calling me gay. I had trolls coming in here making jokes about going under names like, Wayne gay for Byron or something like that, going under those names. And whenever they were doing that, certain people was not in the chat. Certain people wasn't watching, Ray. That's why you don't know nothing about it, because some people was not hearing at that time whenever it was going down. But it did happen though. It did happen. And people did say that because I got witnesses that saw what some of these people were saying. You know what I'm saying? Under these troll accounts. And how some of these people were naming these troll accounts, you know? And that's sad they try to put Wayne in it, aka Nameless, in it. And like, it was like a big joke to them. You know what I'm saying? And they knew that I was not that away at all. 99% of the people that been on my channel long enough know that I'm not that away. But some people were saying it because this person, Julio, started everything and then started in Stacy's chat saying that stuff. And then I think Stacy didn't realize what was going down, so she believed that Julio person, which, you know, that person is a troll, and I never saw him on video chat, or Stacy never saw him on video chat, so we don't even know who this guy is, because we just know that he comes in Stacy's chat and he comes in my chat, but he's not in my chat right now because he's blocked for harassment. So I blocked him for harassment. He was a moderator and everything, but he's blocked for harassment and everything. So yeah. Yeah, Pope, yeah, Pope. Me and Stacy is okay. You know, I would say that we're not on our best terms, but we are civil. Me and her decided to be civil with each other. That's why y'all, some of y'all guys don't, that's why she shares her streams with me, so I can be a part of her chat. And sometimes I'll go in her chat and say hello, but it just don't feel the same. It feels different. You know what I'm saying? Right after all this stuff went down, you know? So that's why I don't really stay in there that long as I used to. But I click on her streams and say hi in her chat. And then I leave and you know, and that's it, you know? But I'm cool with Stacy and Stacy's cool with me. I don't have no problem with Stacy or Stephanie no more. But I would say if anybody has a problem with me, they know where to reach me. They know my email address. They know my phone number. Most 80% of the people that talk in my chat, they can find out my cell phone number easily. You know, they can go to the About page and reach me on social media if they have any problems with me or they concerned about something, you know. Because I used to say, if you have any concerns or questions, just email me, you know, or just DM me, or just message me on Facebook, or message me on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So that way we can resolve whatever problem you have. You know what I'm saying? But if we can't resolve it, we both can go our own separate ways and just leave it alone, let it be. Instead of dragging it too much, you know? And that's what I used to say when, that's what I used to say to people whenever they had a concern or problem, they can reach me. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to put everything on the internet. Oh, happy Valentine's Day, Silk. Valentine's is tomorrow. I noticed that, Ray, people have been getting swatted, and that is crazy. Yeah, we all did hurt each other. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, behold, no weight. Yeah. I noticed that they've been talking about the swatting. I know Randy. I don't know if y'all know who Randy is. Randy's Life. It Is Randy's Life. And she's a big YouTuber too. She's popular too. She's not like famous or nothing, but she's a little popular too. And she got swatted. And then this one other guy, Cab something, last year he got swatted. And a few other YouTubers that I can't mention their names got swatted too, you know? So I noticed a lot of that swatting thing been going on for a while. There's one guy that got swatted years ago. As a result, he got shot by the police. He got shot down by the police. And then the guy that had him swatted, he was arrested and put in jail, you know, and they finally caught that guy. And normally 80% of the time when somebody swats you, they never get caught. You know what I'm saying? They never get caught. And they need to come up with a better system on social media, a better tracking system on people that do those things. Because you could be just chilling, live streaming, and a cop can have a bad day. And you get down on the floor, or maybe your back hurt or something like that, and then they kick your back, and then you say, "Why you kick my back for?" And the cop say, "Stop resisting, stop resisting." And all you ask is, "Why you kick my back?" You know what I'm saying? I told you my back hurt. And some of these people have medical conditions. And even if they tell the cops they have medical conditions, the cops don't care. And some swatting has went really bad, and some swatting has somewhat bad. So it all depends on the situation, because you got to understand, so these cops don't know you, and they don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going down. They just going based upon what somebody else tells them. If somebody tells a cop that someone is being robbed, of course they're gonna run to the scene and check it out and be aggressive with it, because the cop don't know. They don't have no time to think. And that's what happens in a lot of situations with police shootings and people dying under the hands of the police because somebody lied and said this person got bodies in the backyard, or this person is suicidal, or this person is this person is that. And the cop believed them without even saying, "Wait a minute, let me check this person out, see what this person is exactly doing online." They don't have time for that. So they have to react really fast, and they have to, just do their police work. Even if it's cracking heads and, dragging people out of their houses, they have to do what they have to do. Even if it's false, when people make those police calls, the cops have to save their own lives. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why they come in aggressively without even thinking, like, wait a minute, this person, let's check this person out and see who this person is, see who we dealing with. Nah, the cops don't got time for all that. So they have to get there and do their police work, but people end up getting hurt in the process, even if they didn't do nothing wrong. It didn't happen to a conservative blogger. It didn't happen to a liberal blogger. It didn't happen to a little child that was a gamer, a teenager boy a couple of years ago was blogging, was gaming, and somebody lied and called the police and said something about he was beating up his mama or something like that. And so the SWAT team came in there with guns, drawing, and they got aggressive. They yelling and screaming, cursing, and all the other stuff. And then once they realized that it wasn't nothing, then they like, okay, we sorry that happened. But maybe your son needs to stop blogging, needs to stop gaming online because apparently somebody's trying to put him in a bad situation. And this didn't happen to younger bloggers that's not even grown-ups. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't see videos of it. I didn't see streams of it. I didn't see a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff go down because of a lie that somebody told. And just imagine who would do that, who would lie like that. You know what I'm saying? Even a troll, even a random troll wouldn't do that stuff. It's got to be somebody that person, that blogger knows, that has their information, that has their full name, that has their address, that has everything about them. And what they do is they use voice changers to call the police, and then they basically give a fake name and say, I'm so and so, I'm about to do something, stuff like that. And then the cops rush out to their house and kick down their door for no reason at all, because somebody lied and said something that wasn't true. Did you see Silk's video for you? That was sweet. Okay. Got any plans for Valentine's? I'm gonna be streaming and blogging and cooking and stuff. Yeah, that's what they do. Because cops don't have time to figure out who's making these calls. Cops don't have time to figure out who this person is that's being accused of doing something dangerous like that. You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, the cops ain't gonna come out there for no YouTube drama, for no Twitch drama. If somebody called the cops on someone and said, "Oh well, this person is causing drama online," the cops ain't gonna care about that. They're gonna say, stay off the internet. But if somebody lies and says, "Oh, this person is armed and dangerous," the cops are going to respond based upon what somebody else says. You know what I'm saying? Because the cops don't know. They don't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? Because it might be a real emergency. Hey, what's up, Michael? How you doing, buddy? The cops don't know how to respond. I mean, the cops don't know what's going to happen. So, yeah. If somebody called the cops and said, "Oh, this person has trolls. This person is trolling. This person is having drama," the cops gonna be like, "Oh, well, like, what do you want us to do? You want us to go over there and talk to that person?" No, they don't. They don't think before they act at all. And that's why people get in situations like that, because when somebody calls the cops on you and says that stuff, they react without even thinking. The cops don't have time to think. They react in a split second. And And so they get prepared and then they go into your house. But now they have to knock on your door. But before they would just kick down your door and then, that was it. But now they have to knock on your door and everything. And then once you open the door, they say, get down on the floor, get down on the floor. And then they find out, wait a minute, nothing's going down. Nothing's happening. Nothing's, like, why, why are we here? Because we thought this person was armed and dangerous. Because somebody called us, and sometimes it's kind of hard to prosecute those people that do stuff like that. Those people that make fake calls to the police because they use certain voices changers, and those people don't give real names out. So that's the reason why it's hard for the cops, or they use a untraceable number just to call the police. That's why they need to make it where in order for you to call the police, you have to have your location on, and you have to call them with your full name, and you have to, they have to be able to track you down in order to assist you. If not, then they can't assist you. So that way, if somebody's making a prank call or fake call, the cops can track them down, track their addresses down, track their full names down, everything, and then go pick them up and question them and be like, why you call the cops on somebody? Why did you make a false police report, false police call on somebody? Like, why you do it? You know what I'm saying? And some of them would say, well, I was bored. I was just pulling a joke on somebody. But that's no joke. Somebody could get hurt and killed for someone else's ignorance, someone else's lie, And they didn't call, and they need to make it where people can't call the police privately, or they can't use their name. Their names have to be traceable in order for them to make a 911 call. Because let's say if somebody make a 911 call to the police at home, well, in order for the call to go through, they need to make it where that number is traceable, and make it where they can track them down and pay them a visit and tell them about themselves, because they didn't cause somebody to embarrassment because based upon a lie. And cops, they don't want to, most of them, not all of them, but most of cops, they don't want to falsely arrest someone just for nothing. They want to be able to something they could write on their police report. Because if they don't have nothing to write on their police report, then they have to let that person go. Simple as that. Because if they don't, then they will be charged with imprisonment. False imprisonment. So, because a cop can't arrest nobody if there's no crime being committed. And it's a lot of laws out there that protect citizens from that stuff. Because back in the days, they used to let it slide, maybe 8 years ago or 6 years ago. But nowadays, they're really getting really strict on these cops because they know that people call the police for no reason. They just want somebody to get shot or killed or hurt or something like that. And they don't care about the consequences later. All they care about is hurting someone else. And some of them swatters, they get a kick out of calling the police, making bogus calls to the police. And that shows you their mentality and how weak they are to do something like that. Right when it's crime out there that's happening right now that the police don't know nothing about, the police that's been unreported and everything, it's videos that has surfaced this year and last year of things that have happened to people the police don't know about and everything like that. And they find out later about it, and then, then it's too late for them to prosecute because the police don't have all the facts. You know what I'm saying? The police have all the facts. Because in order for the police to charge someone, they got to have the facts. And if they don't have the facts, then they can't really do nothing to that person legally, by law. Yeah. Some states and some cities, the police don't really care. But some cities, they're really by the book about those kind of stuff. They're really by the book when it comes to those kind of things, So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, right? It is really, really crazy. And I'm sorry that I was rumbling. I'm sorry, that certain people got offended because of what I was talking about. But it's reality and it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because I see videos, countless videos of people, their lives being ruined based upon people lying on them and people making calls to the police. And the politicians need to do something about that. And they need to make it more safer for bloggers. And they need to understand that no matter how small or how big of a blogger you are, you're gonna have people out there that track down your IP address, they get your address, they get your full name, that track down your family's information, and there's gonna be people out there that's gonna mess with you and your family. You know what I'm saying? So they need to educate those law enforcement on social medias about social media live streaming and educate them more on that, because that way we can at least avoid it most of the time. You know what I'm saying? And basically when it happens, the police can know what to do, how to handle the situation a lot, much professionally and by the book type of stuff. And it's all in the police need to understand though, when you're a public figure, and because as public figures and bloggers, we're putting our lives out there. And I'm not the only one. It's Trisha Payton's, Truthfully Trisha, Miss Effing Wonderful, it's somebody that falsely flagged her down on Twitter, and that have gotten her banned, according to her, uh, was lying and saying that she was snorting coke, but she wouldn't. And so Twitter banned her page and everything. Miss effing wonderful Katie, because I went to her stream earlier and stuff and was listening to what she was talking about it and everything, and it was sad, you know what I'm saying? Because people they can they can do those things, you know, they can change a video and edit it to make it look like you're doing something wrong, but in reality you're not. And people are just on the internet, that's all they want to do is destroy lives. They don't have good reasons to. They just want to mess with other people and just put other people in dangerous situations, especially with the police, especially with YouTube, and they don't care who they hurt. And that's what you call a aggressive narcissistic person and a psychopath. Because if these people that were calling, making bogus calls to the police about someone, a blogger, if they were actually good people, these people wouldn't be doing this. And they would not be lying to the police. Because just imagine if they're lying to the police, whenever they come in your chat and say that you are doing this, you are doing that, just imagine they might be lying about whenever they are accusing you of stuff. They might be saying, oh, you doing this, you saying this, you doing it this way now. So you don't never believe a troll, you never believe a bully, you never co-sign for a bully, you never agree to a bully. Anybody that comes in someone's chat and agrees with the bully, that means that they are involved too with that bully. Because good people don't agree with bad people at all, bullies and trolls. Because trolls are not good people, they're bad people. And they should be addressed and exposed for who they are and everything. Because they're not coming in here, you know, trying to help the situation or nothing. All they're trying to do is hurt people. And that means that they didn't hurt a lot of people online, not just you, but other people too. So they are the main problem that we should really nip in the bud. You know what I'm saying? And not the YouTubers that just rant about stuff. You know, who cares about a YouTuber ranting for hours about something? Who cares about that? You know, these people that can speak their mind. Yeah, to that. These people can speak their mind. These people that's going on these streams and complaining about stuff, you know, I don't see the main problems. I see the people that are spying on others and that are hackers, and because trolling should be against the law. I think it should be a federal crime. Because I think if if you troll someone, I think it should be a federal crime. Because that way, maybe the bad people would think twice about what they're doing and maybe they won't do it again. Some of them. And maybe I'm just blobbering, but I'm just telling the truth. And the only people that's going to get mad is the bad people that's watching because they don't want to hear what they are doing. Yeah, you can. I heard that you can, but sometimes they don't always catch these people. Some of these people are really clever, but I think YouTube needs to step it up and they need to do something about this type of stuff, because it's been a problem for years, and they need to put more measures in place to prevent a lot of this stuff going on. A lot of this in in chats and comment sections and people creating fake accounts just to bully you, just to tease you. And some of them say, "Oh, well, you blocked me. That's why I have to go on under a fake account." Well, I'm pretty sure it was the reason why I blocked you under your regular account, because obviously you did something, you know what I'm saying? Or you said something really or slick. But even whenever they go on the fake accounts, they still don't show the real picture or let it be known who they are or anything. If I'm going to go under a different account, I'm gonna tell you, hey, look, this is me, and I'm gonna tell you what I have to tell you, and then that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna make dozens of other accounts just to poke fun at you or just to pick on you, because that's against the law. That's bullying. Bullying, cyberbullying is a federal crime. You know, and if you get caught, you can be fined and you could be sent to prison for that. Only if you convicted of it. But I know you can be charged and arrested for that. But if you are convicted, you go to prison for it. You know what I'm saying? So I think YouTube needs to step up the game and do more stuff for creators, and not only creators but for viewers too. People that they won't they want to feel safe when they go into chats. They don't want their personal information leak, and they don't want people going in chats, lying on them, or messing with their families, or putting their families in the middle of things, and just like screwing with their lives. And if YouTube did more for the content creators and the viewers of the host, of the creator, then I think these people would think twice and not do the things that they do. It would feel more safe, because YouTube was never designed for drama. It was never designed for bullying. It was designed to put your ideas and express yourself. You have a constitutional right for your freedom of speech, but you don't have a constitutional right for hate speech or bullying or being malicious or slandering or bashing or nothing like that. And keep in mind, if somebody is talking about a certain issue, it doesn't mean they're bullying. It doesn't mean that they're slandering or bashing, especially when they're telling the truth and they're being respectful as possible about the subject. Like, for example, if somebody came at me sideways and then I talk about them, I give my commentary about them, and I tell them, hey, look, this is what this person did to me. And I explain what happened. It doesn't mean I'm bashing you just because I called you out for something that you did maliciously, or misbehaved in my chat or something like that. It doesn't mean that. You know what I'm saying? Because I have every right to call you out for something that you are doing wrong, especially when you are trolling and when you are bullying someone, or you're bullying me, or you're bullying someone else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And people don't, and none of these people don't like to hear the truth. These bad people on YouTube, these bad bullies on YouTube. They don't want to hear you speak your mind or defend yourself or stick up for yourself. So whenever you stick up for yourself or you defend yourself because of what someone else is doing to you, they falsely accuse you of abusing someone, but which that's not abuse. Sticking up for yourself and self defense is not abuse at all. And they accuse you of attacking someone because you're sticking up for yourself, when that's not even the definition of abuse. You know what I'm saying? When you just only talking about what other people are doing to you. You know, and maybe other people need to stop doing that to you, and maybe you wouldn't be talking about it. Because trust me, you know, I'm not paranoid. I'm not freaking, you know, out of my mind. I'm just speaking how I feel and speaking what's going on, and some people they twist things around and they misconstrued your words, and they always do that on purpose because they know what you're talking about. They just want to make you look dumb and make you look like you're a bad person, but you're not. You know, they know exactly why you are doing what you're doing or saying what you're saying, because you know we can either have a peaceful chat and talk about uh, Will and Grace, or talk about Mike and Molly, or talk about music, or talk about Donald Trump, or we can have a chat uh, about awareness of bullying and about awareness of trolling people, or we can address that, or we can address Mike and Molly, or we can address Seinfeld, or it's it's up to people how they act and the things that they say, uh, how the chat would go, how the conversation would go. You know what I'm saying? If you come in someone's chat respectfully, no matter if you have an opinion or not, most likely they will respect you. But if you come in someone's chat cherry picking and come in someone's chat sideways, be prepared for them to give you the silent treatment. Be prepared for them to tell you off or tell you to beat. But I feel like some people like to push people to the limit. And they do that on purpose, and they act like they don't know what they're doing wrong. And it's basically like a criminal getting arrested from the police. And the police catch that criminal doing something wrong. And when as the police trying to arrest that criminal, the criminal keeps saying that he's innocent, keeps saying that she's innocent, or keeps saying, I didn't do nothing wrong. Why you arrest me? Why you harass me? It's kind of like that, except this situation is on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And except the police have more authority, no matter what you say. And these people that's bullying people on the internet, they would not bully a cop. They would not bully anybody else that was thugging or anybody else, because they know that people wouldn't play that game with them. But they bully somebody that they think is weak, somebody that they think could nobody could stick up for. And that's what they do all the time. They bully people that they feel that is weak, that can't do nothing about it, that can't speak about it, because if they speak about it, then they get falsely accused of abusing that other person, or they get falsely accused of being a misogynist, or they get it falsely accused of being aggressive or attacking, or they get it falsely accused of being a bad person. And that's what's been going on YouTube for a while. Can it stop? Yes, it can. But people gotta want it to stop. And the best solution is just ignore those knuckleheads that do that stuff. And try to ignore them the best you can. But if they don't go away, then once you ignore them, then something is wrong with them. Probably mentally or emotionally or whatever. I'm no doctor, but I know when something is mentally wrong with people, because the way people type in the chat, what some of the stuff, how people say things, and their demeanor and everything. And I always look at a person's actions. Don't judge them based upon their opinions or their flaws. Judge them based upon their actions. And that's what we should do, is judge people based upon their actions, not their flaws, not their past, not their, just because they have an opinion about something, you know, because they have a right, just like anybody else. If I have an opinion about Donald Trump, whether if you want to listen to it or agree or not agree, then that's on you. But just because you don't agree doesn't mean what I'm saying is not true or what I'm saying is wrong. No, because it's stuff that they say, it's stuff that they say in the mainstream media, all of these news reporters and anchors and stuff like that, that people don't like, people get angry about. But maybe what they're saying is just their opinion. It's just how they feel. It's just how they see things. You know what I'm saying? Everybody sees things a little differently on any issue. Racism, political issues, news commentary, cooking, music, sports, family, whatever the case might be. Everybody sees everything differently. Nobody is going to just like see everything the same. Oh, you did? Okay. And me personally, I come on here because I love talking to y'all guys. And what if I'm cooking, what if I'm eating mukbang? And I'm very sorry that I eat while I'm talking, but that's part of the mukbang. Because a lot of creators do that. I understand, truthfully, Trisha did it. Trisha Paynes did it. Even some of the big YouTubers, whenever they do mukbangs, they eat. They eat and then they talk. I've seen a lot of them do that. If you don't believe me, just go look at some mukbangs. Look at some of their mukbangs. Look up their channel name and then type in mukbang. Even Donald Trump eats like a pig. Even some of the candidates that were running in 2016 eats like a pig. But nobody has nothing to say about that. You know, I haven't seen Donald Trump eat KFC in the Air Force One plane, and he disgusts me. worse than I can ever do, worse than I can ever do, or worse than anybody else can ever do. But nobody complains about that. Wonder why? I done seen politicians shove pieces up down their throats and eat really fast. It's not just YouTubers out there eating on video. It's even politicians that don't have manners. But nobody wants to really discuss that. But when it's a YouTuber, when it's a smaller YouTuber, everybody wants to complain about everything. Oh, this person eating like this, person eating like that. You know, so what? Who cares? Are they breaking the law? Are they? Do you have to watch them? No, you can click away. You can not come back. Because basically, if you are seeing them the way that they eat, then you shouldn't watch them if you don't agree with them. Period. Instead of complaining about the way somebody eat a hot dog, or the way someone eat a pizza, or the way someone eat a fried chicken. You know, if you don't agree, if you don't like, then stay away from their channel. Simple as that. It's channels that I don't even go to no more. Just because I'm subscribed to them doesn't mean I go to them all the time. You know what I'm saying? You have the ability to not click. You know, time I do a mukbang, I always say what kind of mukbang I'm doing. Hamburger helper mukbang, KFC mukbang, McDonald's mukbang, Burger King mukbang. I always put in a description of what type of mukbang I'm gonna do. And so that way my viewers can get an idea. Okay, he's doing a KFC mukbang. He's doing a Turkish chicken mukbang. He's going to be eating chicken, greasy chicken. So, of course, you know, grease is going to get in his hands, and then he's going to be wiping it. And that's why whenever I'm doing these mukbangs, even the haters know, I always have a napkins to the side, and you can see me wiping my face. You know, even the people that complain about little stuff, they see me wiping my face. They see me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they want to complain about how someone's eating, but they don't want to focus on the bigger problems. They just want to focus on the nitpick with the smaller problems. They want to judge everything that someone does on the video, which if you don't like them, don't watch them. Simple as that. If you don't like someone smoking on their video, don't watch them. If you don't like someone drinking on their video, which they shouldn't be drinking too much, you know, I agree with that. But if they're drinking a beer or something like that, and you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. Even if you are subscribed to them, you don't have to click on their video. You don't, because when you click on their video, no matter what you say about them, or no matter what videos you make about them, you are helping them grow. Because every click counts. Because before you click on their video, it's an ad that shows, that runs, and you are helping them get paid. But yet, you don't like them, but you still click on their video. Every single day they go live. Because if you didn't click on my video, you wouldn't see me, you wouldn't hear me, you wouldn't even know what's going on. You wouldn't even know what I'm doing. You wouldn't even know what type of videos I'm making. That's how I know the people that complain about everything, that's how I know they can't stop watching. They can't stop clicking. They can't stop, even if you don't bring them to your video, they still find your video and they still click on it. They still watch it. And what they don't fail to realize, every time they give you thumbs down, that's a view. They give you 20 thumbs down, that's 20 views. That's 20 extra views. And those people that give a lot of thumbs down, they be watching you like nonstop, watching you, waiting to comment on something. And then they go to this account to another account just to complain. It's always something. Oh, you doing this wrong? Are you saying this wrong? Maybe have it ever occurred to you that that person might have a disability? So with that person having a disability, they might have speech disorders, which that they can't help or nothing like that. But you making fun of them just because they misword something or they misread something. I could see if you was making fun of Donald Trump misreading something, because he should know better. He should know how to read really well. I could see that. But you making fun of somebody that has a disability because they misread something or they misspoke something, that's not right. That's bullying. You bullying them. Stop bullying them. Leave them alone. Let them do their video. Let them eat their fried chicken. Let them eat their hamburger. Let them eat their hot dog. You know what I'm saying? Let them eat their sandwich. They're not harming nobody. They're not breaking no laws. They're not out there freaking committing crimes. They're not out there on intro accounts messing with people like the other people are. They're not doing anything illegal or unethical. If they're not doing that, if they're not doing anything illegal or unethical, then they should be the less of your concerns. Because it's bigger stuff, it's bigger fish to focus on. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Don't sweat the small stuff. Stop sweating the small stuff. Stop ratting on people. Stop saying, oh, this person don't know how to spell, or this person, just because they have a disability. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if you had a family member that was just like them? Would you make fun of them? Would you tease them? Would you dictate on everything that they're doing? No. So stop trying to reflect on everybody else's, what they're doing or their flaws. Stop saying, oh, well, they're spitting. If that person's not spitting at you, if you're not standing in front of that person and watching that person eat, then you should not. If you're not standing in front of that person in real life and watching them eat, you should not judge. You should not complain about that person, because trust me, I'd have been around people that literally, they'll grab a barbecue chicken and they didn't sit around the table with me, spitting all in my face, and chicken coming out of their mouth, and everything. I understand, but these people that's complaining, they don't really care. All they want to do is complain about small stuff. Whenever they can't stop watching, they can't stop watching you. They can't stop clicking on your videos. They can't stop checking you out. They can't get enough of you. They're so obsessed with your lifestyle. They're so obsessed with what you do and what you don't do. They're always fixated with the things that's not even important, things that, you just chilling, you know, maybe you hungry, you know what I mean? Maybe you hungry, so you grubbing. That's what you doing. Knock a person down for grubbing, you know. It's like Donald Trump when he eats KFC. He eats like a pig. But nobody's gonna talk about that though. And he's our president of the United States. I bet you they won't. I bet you they won't. They won't go on his Twitter page and tell him anything. I bet you they won't. Yeah. They know I'm telling the truth. They just don't want to admit it. They're living in denial of the truth. They only want to accept the truth when it's benefiting them, when it can benefit them. If the truth can benefit them, then that's when they accept it and be like, okay, yeah, you're right, yeah, you're right about it, my bad, yeah. But when it's not benefiting them, man, you doing this, you doing that, and get this. They first start off, whenever they come to your channel, this one person has been messing with me for like 3 days. I had to report this person and block this person. And this person asked me what is a mentor, but you got Google. If you want to know what a mentor is, Google it. 90% of the world knows what a mentor is. It's a big brother and big sister organization to help individuals and to guide individuals and to either help them find jobs, take them where they need to go, take them out to the movies, and they get paid from the state. You know what I'm saying? And they role models to that individual, which, everybody knew that. You know what I'm saying? So when you go and ask somebody questions that you already know, especially when you admitted that you've been watching me for a long time, first you say that you don't know who I am and you don't know me. But once I start commenting to you, then you say certain things that rouse my suspicion about you. You're like, well, you doxing people. Like, on a video, the only thing that I ever put out was somebody's DMs. I didn't put out no full names. I didn't put out no addresses. I didn't put out their family's addresses. I didn't put out no social security card, no social security numbers, nothing like that. The reason why I put out DMs about someone, I ever put out DMs about someone, is because that individual kept lying on me. So I was trying to prove my point. And that's why I put out what I put out about that person. If that individual would have came up to me and said, okay, can you delete the video? Because you're making me look bad. Yes, I would have deleted the video. I'm not no jerk or no asshole. If somebody tell me to delete a video, even if I'm telling the truth about it, and I got a great reason why I'm making the video, if somebody tell me to delete the video, I will. I'm not like other people that just put out videos out there and whenever you tell them, can you please delete the video? Can you please stop making videos like that about me? Okay. As long as you're not making videos about me like that, then I'm not going to make videos about you. Because you could tell me your most secret moment, and trust me, it's been it's been things that people didn't told me about themselves privately. I have never shared to any of my viewers or even privately to anybody else because I know how to keep secrets. 'Cause if that wasn't the case, months ago I would have put out everybody's business. I would have put out anything that anybody said to me. And some of the stuff, some of the messages were parsley. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put out the whole entire conversation. I just put out the most important thing that people needed to watch and needed to hear. So it's a lot of things that person had said to me that I had never put out before. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of screenshots that I have of that person saying certain things that might make them look bad that I haven't put out. So even when I told them that I was going to put it out, I didn't still put it out. I just said, okay, it's a waste of time. I'm not going to destroy that person. No, because I'm not here to destroy anybody. I'm here to do my streams, do my videos, and then after I get off camera, relax, watch a movie, kick back, do what I got to do. Like everybody, like any other streamer. I'm not here to destroy anybody. Not Stacy, not Stephanie, not Shannon, not Stewie, not Uni, not Pirate, not freaking anybody on the internet. Because I'm not like that. If I was like that, I would have destroyed people a long time ago. I would have did it a long time ago. But have people done it to me? Yes. Probably a dozen times already. But I still didn't do it to them. I didn't go hardcore on them. I just did it partially. So, but because I'm not a jerk, if I was, trust me, everything would have been out there a long time ago. Trust me. Because I got a lot of data and a lot of evidence of a lot of stuff that has went down even publicly, stuff that a lot of people don't know, even stuff that's happened publicly in the chats and on certain videos that I could have put out, but I didn't. Because I feel like it's just a waste of time trying to prove myself to people that don't really want to listen. They just want to hear what they want to hear and then run with it and just go along with whatever everybody else is saying about me or saying about Stacy or saying about Stephanie or saying about anybody, even if I'm not friends with them, I care about them. Anybody I care about, they're saying anything about anybody I care about. Anything that people would say, people would automatically believe it without even thinking, like, wait a minute, this person is not like this person not like that. Let me check into it and let me do a Google search and let me do a YouTube search and see for myself. You know, because in order to accuse somebody of something horribly, you have to have your facts. You just can't have just a screenshot of somebody saying something. That's not enough proof at all of someone being guilty of anything. That won't even be submissible in court because the judge be like, what is this? I don't care. Who cares about someone calling you a punk or a wussy or Who cares about someone calling you a pig or something like that? You know, the judge like, what is this? You got any more things that this person said about you? Because people say stuff about people all the time, but it's not against the law to uh uh to have your opinion. You know what I'm saying? You can have your opinion. You know what I'm saying? But people don't have to agree or people don't have to like it. But it's nothing that I can do about it or you can do about it or anybody can do about it. You know? We just gotta ignore and block, delete, report, and move on. We cannot, you know, dictate what people can say, what people can't, what people do, because people are grown people. They can say and do what they want to do, as long as they are bid within YouTube's policy in the law when it comes to social media. Then you should have a problem with it. But once they cross the line, then yes, it will be a conversation, and yes, it will be a discussion about their character in their behavior. But other than that, if they're not doing nothing irrational or nothing that's too bad to really be concerned about, then just let them be. Let them do their thing. If they're cooking chicken all night in the kitchen, let them cook chicken up. If they're smoking Black and Miles freaking every 10 or 15 minutes, then let them do that. You know, they're not harming nobody. If they're freaking walking down the street, you know, chilling, then you know, let them do it. You know what I'm saying? They're not harming anybody. Only be concerned whenever it's something to be concerned about. If it's not nothing to be concerned about, don't worry about what they're doing or saying or how they're doing something. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good, you know. How about you doing, Fat Albert? If they're making sandwiches and streaming it and eating bologna sandwiches, you know, let them do their thing. Let them do what they do best. As long as they're not harming you or harming anybody else or harming anybody that's on the video or anything like that, then you shouldn't have no issue of what they're saying or doing. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, shoot, if somebody wants to fry bologna and freaking eat bologna and potato chips, then they can. You know what I'm saying? If they want to talk about politics on their channel, they can, because it's their channel. They can do and say what they want to say as long as they are within YouTube's policy and within the law. That's all what matters. But if they step out of the law and they do something malicious, then that's when you should be worried about it. Then that's when you should be concerned about it. But other than that, let people do their thing. Let people do their YouTube videos. You know, let them, you know, be. Because whenever someone's streaming and I'm in their chat, I have much respect for them. I don't judge them, quick to judgment. I don't, belittle them or anything. Because we all are different. Some of us, we do different things. We talk different ways. We have different ideas. We have different thought processes. But let people do what they do, and let their fans have a good time with them and stuff. And because fans, they get tired of people coming to their streamers chats and bashing them and making fun of them because they have some type of a mental illness, or they have some type of stutter problem or speech problem. Their fans get fed up with that stuff. Because even Obama have a stutter problem, you know what I'm saying? Even Joe Biden have a stuttering problem. Just watch his speeches. He stutter like hell. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people have stuttering problems. It's just in different levels. You know what I'm saying? Some people that sing, you wouldn't even think they have a stuttering problem, but they do. Sometimes whenever they're talking to certain people, or whenever they're out in public doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? So, it's not a sin having a stuttering problem. It's not a crime having a stuttering problem. Because if it is, then I'm guilty as charged, you know? Because whenever I see these politicians, whenever they, whenever they speak and everything, sometimes they can't even get their words right. And sometimes they don't know what to say sometimes, you know? And like when people be asking them certain questions, they just don't know how to answer them. And see, a lot of people are like that, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, someone might be, yeah. Yeah, that's what people do. They like to personate others on the internet. Yep, that's true, Fat Albert. You can't control it, you know what I'm saying? Of course you can block them and get their channel deleted, but they could still create another account and do it all over again, It's people that then use my channel name, my picture, my daughter's name, my daughter's full name, my daughter's pictures. People use my moderator's uh, picture and name and everything. And that's why I have a lot of moderators, because I want to protect them from that impersonation. Because I know a lot of people go on the clone accounts, and a lot of people be doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And even they didn't use my mom's full name, and they didn't use her picture, but they used her full name and everything, and they used my their grandma's full name before, like last year. But this was before all of this Stacy and Byron war came along. And I pay attention to the chat, what people are saying and doing, you know what I'm saying, every day. And you gotta be aware of your surroundings at all times when you are observing the chat and when you're observing people on video and stuff like that, and because you don't know what these people are up to. Why are they cloning your account? Why are they trying to impersonate you? And one reason is because they want to start a fight. And they want to fool everybody to believe that someone is messing with them that's not really messing with them. So, yeah, people been doing that for months, Flat Albert and Dragon. They've been doing that for months, and it's getting ridiculous, and it's getting, stupid. But people, they don't have a life. They don't have a life at all, and that's what they know best. To be fake on the internet. So that's why I have certain people certain people ranches, so that way I can prevent that. So when somebody come in here with your name and they come in here with your picture, then I would know whether if they're a troll or not. Because especially the stuff that they say in the chat, I can tell that it's not you, it's somebody else. And so some of these people that's doing all of this, they're not very smart, because I know how everybody types, and what's words that they use and how they phrase words and stuff like that. They're just sick-minded people that don't have a future or don't have, and they're the main ones be talking about, complaining about young jock riding Uber, driving Uber for people. And knowing well, young jock, he can do whatever he wants to do. And talking about, oh, he fell off. No, there's a lot of celebrities that take side jobs and that do stuff like that. You'd be very surprised. You might be in California or you might be in New York or Chicago, and you might need an Uber ride, and next thing you know, you hear a voice that you are familiar with, or you see someone that that they're a celebrity, and you're like, wow, so you this person, congratulations, but because Young Jock, about 4 weeks ago, he was driving Uber. He was driving this transgender woman and this other lady, and they started recording him once they heard his voice. And they was like, "Are you somebody that we know?" And he was like, "Who?" And they was like, "Oh, what's your name?" And then he lifted his hoodie up, and then they said, "Oh, so you Young Jock? Young Jock was the guy that created that song. Is going down. Meet you in the mall. Is going down. Meet you in the club. Is going down. The guy the guy that created that famous song is going down." You know what I'm saying? you know, and they want to judge him because he's driving Uber. Because like they assume that these celebrities have billions of dollars. They assume that these celebrities would never take a side job. They assume that these celebrities was never poor before, but a lot of them were. You know what I'm saying? Tupac Shakur, he was poor. His mom was on food stamps and welfare before he became famous. Even though that he was famous, he was still broke because the record companies were stealing millions of dollars from him. And he didn't sell like, I think, 6 million records, and people like producers and you know, like other major companies were stealing money from him. So he was broke. He died broke. And then his mom passed away a couple of years ago. You know, his mom, Tupac Shakur's mother, passed away. And before she passed away, she even said that he was broke. He died broke. And you would think a famous person would not die broke. You know? You would think that he had millions of dollars, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because people were stealing his money. And he wasn't getting all of his money that from selling all those millions of records. Of course, he was still famous and he was still a name, you know, and everybody knew who Tupac Shakur was, and everybody found out about the Black Panther, and they knew that he was a Christian, and they knew that he talked about Donald Trump back in the days. Everybody knew that he was down for the black community. He was all for the black community. Al Sharpton is not for the black community. He used to be, but he's not for the black community no more. Jesse Jackson is not for the black community. He's retired and he's living his best life, but he's not for the black community. You know, back then they used to be for the black community, but now they're not. They didn't get soft and they became sellouts for the black community, for the minority community, which is black community and Hispanic community. But I think the most positive person that's for the black community was Tupac Shakur, and also Kendrick Lamar. He's for the black community, and you know, it's a few other rappers out there for the black community. But P. Diddy, aka Sean Puff Combs, he sold out the black community. And when he went to the Grammy Awards, he was complaining about how black artists don't get recognized and all this. But what about the black media? We had a discussion about the black media being ignored by black celebrities, black artist celebrities at the red carpet. What about the black media? You know what I'm saying? They always want to focus on the other media like CNN, Fox News, Entertainment Tonight, you know, The People, all those other media outlets. But when it comes to the black community, why is these major rap artists, celebrities are not supporting the black media no more like they used to back in the early 2000s, in the early 90s? Because these black media organizations, they made them who they are. They promoted them, they market them, they they put them out there so people could know who these people were, who Jay-Z was, who Tupac Shakur was, who Biggie Smalls was, who all of these major artists, even the ones that are deceased, the black media still talks about, all of them, even after they're gone. So, they need to respect the black media, and they needed to understand where they came from, and the black media made them who they are because of their support and their reach. Whenever they were small at the beginning, and then they became big and they became Hollywood celebrities slash rappers, and then they forgot all about the black world news. So that's the problem with these celebrities slash rappers and these artists. They just forgot how they got where they at. You know what I'm saying? Because when an artist becomes an uh, actual name, then they tend to forget because they let those riches get to their head and they go crazy with it. And most celebrities do that. But some celebrities don't really care about fame. Some celebrities just want to make enough money just to feed their families and to feed themselves and to survive and not live in poverty and not live poor the rest of their life. And that's what they are concerned about. And some of them that have millions, all they worried about is fame, keeping their status. And as long as they keep their status, they are always going to be that way that they are. And the celebrities that sell out the most, they're not even worth it anymore. That's why if you're an artist, come to Up in the House Records. We'll keep you independent. We'll put your music out there to every major distributor online as we can, as long as you make great music. And we'll help you with royalties, we'll help you with sales, everything. Of course we small, of course we independent. But independent don't mean bad. Independent don't mean irrelevant. No, it don't. Because there's a lot of independent record labels out there that are important to today. People just don't see it. They think, well, just because you're not a major record label, then you're not nobody. But that's not the case at all. Because a lot of major artists that fell off, they are staying independent because it's cheaper and it's affordable, and it's you can expand being an independent artist online. Put your music on iTunes, Amazon, MTV website, BT website, all those major corporations. You could put your music on, and these days, you have a bigger chance than what you did 10 years ago. That's why we was able to make Up in the House Records official record label, independent record label, because the help of the internet and the help of our publishers and the help of YouTube giving us a verified music sample and letting all of our artists have official uh, artist channels. That was a blessing. YouTube saved us, you know what I'm saying? And also, we not only have that, is we have a verified Spotty page and a Apple Music verified page too, just like the major artists have, you know. So we are control over our content, our music content. We put music content ID, shields on a lot of our artists because we don't want people critiquing and imitating on our artists' music. Because trust me, if you are making a song under fair use and you're making it just for commentary purposes and you're making it for non-profitable purposes, you can do that as long as you're not trying to profit off of that hook, off of that beat. And that's not stealing. It's only becomes stealing is when you trying to profit off of that copyrighted beat. You know what I'm saying? Because they got fair use, they got commentary, and then they got entertainment, and they got non-profited purposes. You can you can record songs for non-profited purposes. You know what I'm saying? You can do that because a lot of the producers that make the beats, they allow you to do that. As long as you give them credit, as long as you put a link down in the description saying that, hey, look, this person is the one that made the beat. And this person, I give this person credit. And that's what I do. So we ain't doing nothing fraudulent or illegal at all. And we don't have shady practice businesses at all. Because all of our artists, they are legal. And the music is original. None of our artists have unoriginal music at all. A lot of them, what they do is they produce their own music and then they email it to us. And then we promote it and we market it under our record label, Up in the House Records. Under a verified record label, under a verified business, according to Google. And some of their songs give royalties, like people listening to their music, they get paid for people listening to it. And some of their music gets some sales, but it don't get thousands or hundreds, but it gets some sales monthly. It gets a little bit, a small handful of sales monthly. So that's how we know that we are legit record label. And because if you're making money on your music, if you're making money through your record label, then you are legit. Of course, we make small amounts monthly every month, but we had one artist when we first started distributing that artist, and we started working with that artist through our record label, Up in the House Records. Then 2 years straight, that artist sold up in between $100 to $300 within digital sales for 2 years straight. And no record label, no small record artist can do that at all. And no smaller record label can do that. But we did it because our marketing and our promoting, and we went to the right people to get the job done. And we did all the banners, we did all the art covers, we did all the tags, we did all the promoting it through iTunes, we did everything. We don't just like put music on iTunes and that's it. No. We do the marketing and the promoting too. And we give them online radio play like iHeartRadio.com. So we don't just put a song onto iTunes or put a song onto YouTube. We do it independently and professionally. Because that's the way to do it. That's what a legit independent record label does. And a lot of people, they don't know what an independent record label is. They don't know what independent music is. They don't know what rap is. They don't know what hip hop is. They don't know what R&B is. They just want to judge because, you know, they're not doing what we are doing. And if we wouldn't doing what we are doing, they wouldn't have nothing to say. We never said that we were famous. We never said that we want to become famous. We just want to stay independent and do our music and make some money and reach fans out there. And that's what we've been doing ever since 2009. And we got the charts, the official charts to prove it. And we got the official documents to prove it too. But we don't have to show documents to people because that's confidential and it's none of nobody's business how many sales someone's making, especially whenever they're not even a part of the record label, Upinthehouserecords, and they're not the CEO, they're not the record label manager, they're not the co-founder like me. So we don't have to share certain information if we don't want to. We're not obligated legally to share certain information when it comes to our record label business. And this record label is an online-based business. It's not a studio. It's not a fortune company like Sony Records. No, we never said that. We made it clear in the bio of what we do and what we're about and how long we've been doing it. You know, we never spam anybody. We never cheated anybody out of their money, nothing. We just made sure the music was good, and then we put it on a lot of websites, a lot of major websites, and we marketed it and promoted it. And that's what we did. And people that's saying that we don't do this right or this and this and that, they don't even know the meaning of a record label. They don't even know the meaning of promotion. They don't even know the meaning of marketing. But we do. And that's the reason why we sold. And that's the reason why some of our artists, not all of them, but some of our artists have been successful in a small scale. Not in a big scale, but in a small scale. Especially with being an underground musician. Because being an underground musician is tough. Marketing and promoting is tough. You know, no matter how good of a music you make, it's tough. Artists, even major artists know this. You know what I'm saying? That's why some of them, they decided to stay independent. Because there's nothing wrong with being independent. artists or been with the independent record label. There's no crime or there's no sin against that. Some people, they're mad because they can't do it like us, so they're trying to imitate and hate. And they wish they had it like us, but they don't. And so they're mad and jealous of what we have and what they don't have. And they think a person with a disability can't do nothing, but that's not the case at all. Because there's a lot of disabled celebrities, a lot of disabled independent artists. You know, there's a lot of major artists that's disabled. You know, just do your research and look it up. You know? And stay safe, stay woke, stay blessed. I want to give a shout out to Fat Albert, my homie, for holding it down in the chat and everything. I want to give a shout out to Dragon for holding it down in the chat. I want to give a shout out to anybody that supports me 100%, no matter what's going on, that's just stood by my side, that ride and die with me. And that's not about, you know, drama and BS and wishy-washing me. 1 minute you cool me, next minute you're not. No, these people are real. They want to support me. They want to be my friends. They want to be there for me, and I respect these people, and others should respect them too. That's plain and simple. There's no ends and buts about it. There's no, oh yeah, you know. No, because we just making content. We just doing YouTube. You know, like we have every right to do. You know, of course we don't have a right to have a YouTube channel, but we have the right to express ideas on video, especially if we are telling the truth and we are just you know, living life and not doing nothing illegal or nothing unethical or nothing like that. If we are doing something illegal or unethical, that's when you should worry. But if we're not doing nothing wrong, we're not doing nothing for you to be concerned about, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Let us do our thing. Even if we cooking beans and rice in the kitchen, streaming, let us do our thing. Even if we are freaking freestyling and you don't like the freestyle because you think I'm a whack rapper or you think I'm bad, or, you know, if you think I'm bad, you think I'm a whack rapper, do it yourself. Make your own artist channel. Get your own artist channel verified like me. You know, get your own record label like me. Get your own artists together. Bring your own artists together like me. If you think I'm the worst and the worst, and you think I'm doing this wrong, I'm doing that wrong, or I'm not saying this, then do it yourself. You know, whatever you feel that someone is not doing right, do it yourself. Do it yourself. If you know how to do it right, do it yourself. It's just like somebody complaining about a politician not doing nothing, or, you know, if you got somebody that's be willing to do the job of a president or a senator or a state legislator or a state lawmaker, then, you know, encourage them to run for office. And if they can do it better, you know, don't complain about what somebody else is doing, because that's not really helping them. That's hurting them. Especially when you come at somebody really disrespectful and mean, just to, you know, get under someone's skin. You know, that's not right. But anyway, bye-bye. Have a good day, and thank y'all for coming in. Bye-bye.